Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Cesy Can Cook. Yesterday I was at a bookstore and I had this Vanilla Bean Iced Latte. So I thought, I can totally make this at home and save me $4. I know you can tell exactly where I was. So this is just like Starbucks, if not 10 times better, because everything is homemade. So stay tuned for the recipe. So first, I'm going to start with the ingredients you need for your espresso. First of all, this is an espresso maker right here. It's 3 parts to that. This is where your water goes, this is where your coffee goes, and this is where everything will evaporate up once it's done. And the ingredients you need is strong espresso coffee. This is not, if you want to make espresso, you have to use espresso ground coffee. Water. You can flavor your espresso whatever you want. Sometimes I use nutmeg, but since I'm going to make a vanilla bean latte, I'm going to use vanilla bean. So this is a vanilla bean that I just took out the vanilla. And for the rest of the ingredients, you need milk, you need vanilla paste, and sugar, optional, and of course caramel, which is also optional. So just let me show you how you make this whole thing. Okay, so in your espresso maker, this is where you add the water. And now you put this on top. Now you add your espresso powder. Now I'll put a recipe for this, but basically you have to do this based on your own needs. Because this, for example, is for 4 cups. They come for like 4, 6, and 8 cups. So this size fills about 4 cups of coffee. So that's the measurement I'm using, or based on that. I'm gonna add my vanilla bean in here. And this is what's gonna flavor my coffee. So that way I don't have to use any syrups or anything. And you can add any like cinnamon, nutmeg. So once this heats up, the hot water is going to infuse the vanilla flavor into the coffee. Now I'm going to cover this. You have to do this tightly. And then I'm going to bring it over to the stove. And while the coffee is brewing, I'm going to show you the step for the rest of the latte. I set my stove on high, as you can see, and this will take close to 6 to 7 minutes to brew, and I'll show you what that looks like. Now I have my milk here on medium heat, and I'm just gonna let this simmer. I'm not gonna boil it, and to that I'm gonna add my vanilla bean paste. So again, this is what really flavors your coffee. That way you don't have to use those syrups that you don't even know what's in it. This is much better. Once it starts simmering, then I'm going to add my sugar. That way I don't need to add it to my latte. Now I'm going to add my sugar. I'm going to give this a whisk. It's already starting to simmer. Again, I don't want it to boil. And you already know it's simmering when it starts creating those little bubbles on the sides. That's when you know it's simmering. And I've also got my ice here, because I did forget to mention, this is a vanilla bean iced latte. So I have my ice. They're ready, but of course you want to let your milk cool down a little bit before otherwise you will melt your ice. My coffee's starting to brew, and that's what it looks like. These are very inexpensive, by the way. They have them at your local department stores for around $20. Just make sure you make a good investment on it, because if you like coffee, this will definitely come in handy. Okay, so we're gonna add our milk. I wish you could see really closely the vanilla specks on this, which is exactly what I wanted. That's why it's the vanilla bean latte. And now we're gonna add our coffee, our hot coffee. And I've already sweetened this with the sugar while I was making the milk. Now we're gonna add our ice. And now, the best part for many is the caramel. So we're gonna add this on top. Go like, we're gonna add our caramel just like they do it at Starbucks. And of course our green signature straw. And there you have it. It's your vanilla bean latte. For the recipe, look under the description box. It will have all the measurements and all the details. Enjoy, guys!